keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the moves, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the moves, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you.
What's going on, guys? It's Gene, aka LS Turbo Integ, and welcome back to my channel. I've got a visitor coming all the way from Tennessee. I mentioned that in my other previous videos, but I've got Matt from Porsche Mod Squad. What's up, Matt?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
And he's coming down here. He's gonna help take my seats out. I mentioned in my earlier video that he's gonna reupholster the middle insert as well as the bottom insert in that one fabric. Is it a special type of?
It's called tartan.
Tartan?
Tartan.
Yeah, I noticed the material is called tartan. It's like a plaid. Is it from Ireland?
It's Scottish Ireland.
That plaid look you guys see that everybody does on their Porsches. So he's gonna take my two front seats. He's gonna wrap the back, the bottom section, as well as the shift boot. We're also gonna do the engine cover. He actually brought his because we're gonna test fit to make sure the 981 fits exactly or similar to the 718 platform, just in case I get it back and it doesn't fit. So we're gonna disassemble and take everything out, and we're gonna test fit his. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead and remove the seats. That way it's a little bit easier to access everything in the back. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get it started. Anything you wanna say, Matt?
Just take your time. You know, first thing before you're messing with any electronics, disconnect your battery because you don't want any kind of modules, any kind of feedback, anything like that. Disconnecting the battery also helps eliminate the airbag light from coming on. If the airbag's not getting juice, then it's not going to come on. So it's just an easier way to where you're not having to have the airbag light on whenever we reinstall the seats.
Good tip. Also, guys, from my previous video, you guys saw what Matt's doing his 981 Cayman. First of all, his purple one is already badass as is. I would have left it. I didn't know he was gonna do anything different. To taking up to the next level to a GT4 RS, that's gonna look bad. I've already seen some of the parts he's got for it, and we'll post them as we go, you guys, but stay tuned for those videos, guys. You're not gonna wanna miss that build. I don't think anybody else is doing what he's doing, so shout outs to Matt. But let's go ahead and we're gonna get started.
One thing to mention is where Gene does have the manual seats, we went ahead and disconnected the battery first, since we can move the seats forward and backwards right now. If you do have power seats, you want to leave the battery connected. That way you can move the seat forward, take apart the back bolts, move it backwards, take the front bolts out, put the seat sort of back in the neutral position, and then go disconnect your battery.
One tip, the seats are held in by an M12 socket, which is actually a reverse Torx. So if you do not have this, pretty sure a 3/8 inch socket will work as well. Just be very careful not to round off the tops of them.
Yeah, because that would suck.
It does suck. Because then you got to get a smaller ratchet and a hammer.
Yep.
And for you DIY guys, you know exactly what that means.
Yep, smash it down and then as long as you can get it off.
Can't be stuck if it's broke.
Nope.
One other thing you do want to do is go ahead and remove your floor mats if you do have them, just for the fact that the little covers that cover the front are a pain to slide out just with the floor mats in. What you want to do is take a pick tool, and you're actually going to have a little square in here, and you're actually going to lift up on this, and this will actually allow this to slide off.
Oh damn, I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
So that way those go there. And these two bolts are at an angle, so make sure whenever you're reinstalling your bolts that you do have them at the correct angle as well. You don't want to cross thread your seat bolts.
Definitely don't want to cross thread, you guys. That'll ruin anybody's day. Matt making it look so easy, you guys.
And don't be afraid to take your car apart.
That's what I tell everyone too, Matt. If you guys are afraid to work on your car, the only way you're going to learn about your car is to work on it yourself.
And one thing, I will actually say this to anyone out there. If you ever have any questions about taking apart your car, especially this platform or the 981 platform, reach out to me. I don't care to give free advice, free helpful information like that. I'm currently helping a guy in Puerto Rico who is having the PDK shift sensor issue right now, and he is attempting to tackle it on his own, just like I did last year. So feel free to reach out to me. I'm always available pretty much to help anybody out.
Only $125 an hour, you guys. Just kidding.
Bidenomics. All right, so once you do have the seat, what you want to do is you actually want to sort of lift it up and slide it forward. The reason why is so we can actually tilt this backwards. And the yellow plug here is actually what you're going to get off. And the way that this actually works, this will slide. I don't know if you can see that,
yep,
Gene.
I saw it.
This will slide out, and then your plug will slide off. Is clipped on to the back of the seat here, and there's also a little push tab. You can pull that off, lay your seat down.
Do you know if the GT4 seats is plug and play just like this, or you think
Yes.
it would take a whole different harness?
So the GT4 seats are just the exact same.
Okay.
Literally the exact same, because I'm pretty sure most of them are all manual. The only electrical part about the whole seat is of course the airbag, and the forward and backwards that is electronic.
You think it's straight plug and play, you think?
It should be. We actually put a set of GT4 seats into a base Cayman that we got, and one of my friends, his name is Josh Hayes. You guys probably know him as GT3 Chef now. His car was the Cayman. That was another car of the Porsche Mod Squad.
I got his car, you guys. I'll post a video clip, or actually some videos of it. I got some nice cinematics. Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. So he was able to plug everything plug and play?
Everything was plug and play.
He didn't have to do any coding or anything?
No coding, no nothing.
Just straight plug and play?
Yep.
Well guys, that might be on my next mod list for next year, but I don't know. We'll see what Matt does with my seats after he puts these new fabrics in because that's basically why I got them. They look pretty badass, so I'm super excited for that. But
looking at your seats, those are just the regular GT4 sport seats.
Okay.
So the only difference between your seats and GT4,
top, right?
it's the lettering, GTS or GT4s,
Right.
and of course probably the deviated stitching.
Right.
So it depends on how much money you really want for blue stitching.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
And on to the next side.
What was that, guys? 5 minutes? 4 minutes? I would have probably took a half hour because I'm moving the camera and I'm videotaping and I'm talking, and next thing you know it's getting dark. But he's already got one seat out.
This $100 is mine, right?
Exactly, yep.
Just so everybody knows, Gene stores money under his floor mats. If you ever see his car out, that's free gas.
Great, people's gonna start breaking into my car now. That $100 was Starbucks money. Sorry. Would these have to be torqued back to specs, Matt, or tighten them to whatever we...
No, I do like to torque them back to spec, just because it's mine and your safety, along with everybody else's. Post the specs up online.
We'll post
The only reason I say that is my life and your life and everybody else's life is not worth not torquing it down. And that's the one thing that you, on this video of people taking out their seats, you know, we don't want to be responsible if you don't torque your seats back to spec.
Right.
But that's also plausible deniability.
Wow, I really gotta clean my interior. So you guys, as you can see, we eat in our car. Just because it's a Porsche doesn't mean you can't eat in it.
Oh, you mean you drive yours?
Yeah, I drive mine too, by the way. It just doesn't sit in the garage all the time.
They're made to be driven.
So we drive it, we eat in it. We've many times spilled Starbucks down the side here.
No, we don't.
I abuse mine, you guys. This is not a show queen.
SEMA says different. All right, last seat is out.
Sweet.
Now this is actually a tricky one just because the steering wheel is in the way. So you do want to take your time with pulling out the driver's seat just because you are in a little bit more cramped space. Just be mindful of course, your kick plate, your seal, everything down here.
Some of you guys, if you want to put blue painter's tape just to cover those up, you can. But I'm trusting Matt that he won't scratch anything. Because then I'll have to send Max that I need some repairs to be done.
And there is seats.
2 seats, you guys. That was less than 5 minutes each. Jeez. Awesome.
All right, so since Gene actually has a lot of his panels already removed for his cage and his carbon fiber, we don't want to mess that up. It's real simple to start taking out the rear area. You're actually going to do this if you do your air intake filter as well. So this is kind of a DIY for that as well. So these actually just pop off. And this is for both platforms, whether it be 981 or the 718. So those will both pop off. The same thing with this. This is actually just held in by 4 little clips.
Yep.
It's right here. And you want to be very careful of whether it's the plastic one or carbon fiber, just to make sure that you do keep all your clips and everything is intact here. You want to keep that. And with the seats removed, this is actually a lot easier now. So you're actually going to have 4 T30 screws here to hold it in your bar and this plastic piece. You're also going to have a T30 on each side for your side pockets. So we'll go ahead and remove those now. And once your 2 screws are out, the panels are actually going to slide forward and up and out. And one thing to note to pay attention to, these panels do have little plastic anti-vibration caps on them.
Is that what those are? Oh yeah, I already lost them.
Yep, so we are missing one there. It's always double good to check, make sure that it didn't fall anywhere, and there it is.
Oh, sweet.
So there's that one. Those are about 45 cents a piece, I think. They may have went up since then. Available only at your local Porsche dealership. There's those. And one thing to note, whenever you do put it back in, if you can tell, with these loose, this does move back and forth, the same as this black plastic. So if you're very OCD and you put this panel back in and you notice that there's a bigger gap on this side than this side, or this side versus that side, you may have to take your panels back off, that's right here, and just adjust and, you know, get it back to where you like it. I've seen some people where, you know, they've actually fussed about like the plastic panel gaps aren't exactly perfect and even. But just letting everybody know that they can move and, you know, self-adjust.
Good tip.
That comes off. And there again, this does just pop back up, which Gene has his.
Is that in the way?
Yep, we do have your bar in the way, which I think comes off pretty easy.
No, I had to disconnect one side.
Okay, just for it to swing.
Yeah, you see the
Allen head?
Yeah,
Yep.
right there.
Yeah, if you'll give me an Allen head, we'll swing this out of the way.
That is, I'm trying to remember what size.
It looks like an M6.
6?
So how does it feel to actually not be working?
It feels weird. I'm just sitting here recording it, but yet I'm happy because I'm not having to do anything. And I feel bad. But at the same time, I'm getting a lot of commentary on this, which is really great.
That's because you don't have anybody to talk to.
At the same time, yeah. But at the same time, Matt's pointing out a lot of things I didn't even know about with the whole adjustment with how things line up. So these are a lot of things that he knows that I don't know. Like I said, you guys, I'm just
Well, you're missing panels, so you don't really have the panel gap.
Right. Oh, you know what? I think I used an Allen head.
Yeah, we need an actual Allen head.
So they're right here. Nope.
Nope, not those.
There you go. That's right. I remember because I would get too close to the roll bar. I think you only have to disconnect one because then it'll just swing out.
Yeah. Gina, I actually know why you have this roll bar the way you do.
Do you?
Yeah, this is to, whenever you don't want to, you want to have separation, you'll just swing this out to your passenger. And you've got a nice little barrier here.
Right.
And there again, you know, it's sort of like the seats. You just want to take your time, not to scratch anything. You know, an eighth of an inch can make or break several things.
Yep.
So now, once we've got that out of the way, like this will pop up. And like I said, just double check, make sure you're keeping all your little tabs and screws. And just like that, your carpet will pull right out.
I just realized we didn't have to remove the V-bars on the roll cage.
Nope, and whenever we put the clear engine cover in, we will not have to remove it either. All right, and all of those are also held in by T30s all the way around the engine.
So I just realized this panel on top won't be there no more, huh?
Nope.
I mean, the reason why we want a clear engine cover, you guys, I just remembered this whole metal part on top. What is it, like a heat shield, Matt?
It is a heat shield. It keeps all the dust inside your engine.
Right.
And the dust outside of your engine.
I got that again.
This is always the fun one to get to because it is under the bracket.
Yeah.
One thing to note that whenever you do the clear engine cover, the little bracket that's right here for your tie downs, you can actually go ahead and remove those.
Okay, so we don't need them, huh?
No.
I don't think I've ever used them. So far, everything Matt's been doing, you guys, is basically for those that are interested in cleaning their air filters or replacing them. This is exactly the same steps you would have to follow to get to the engine compartment.
And this is actually what Porsche does to actually do the same process. So.
And that's why they charge you an arm and a leg to go to the dealership, because this is, you know, the process you have to do. So it's not like we're doing anything different.
We're just giving you a behind the scenes look.
Yeah.
Porsches are really simple. Some of the oddities that you'll find is on the cars that I've taken apart, 16, 18s, there is a few 15 millimeters, you know, so it's going to be all your oddballs. You know, everybody's used to 10, 12, 14, 17, yep. 19.
Yeah.
But Porsches do use the 15, 16, and 18s. And just like that, you want to lift up from the back, slide And normally this would slide out the back, but we're sliding it out the front.
Yep, especially with the front seats out, guys.
It is a game changer with no seats. But you do not have to remove the seats to do this.
Right.
Everything can be done from back here as well. So other than that, there's your engine.
So guys, basically what we're doing, we're just wanting to know and make sure that the 718 and the 981 platforms are the same when it comes to the way he designs these engine covers. So we'll see what happens.
Now this is actually just a mock-up part that whenever I was creating my clear engine cover, this is just like what I use to test fit, screw with, cut, move. It's never the final thing. So, but the way that I have made it is where it does have your L brackets right here, and I have made it to where they actually go back into where the factory mount holes are for the actual cover.
Nice. So we're not drilling any holes, you guys, or anything like that. He's using basically the same
mounting locations.
Same mounting locations. Which I know a lot of people are very particular when it comes to modifying their cars. They don't want to be drilling any additional holes into their car, so we are reusing the same mounting points.
And all this is doing is actually just going to create a kind of a barrier, because yeah, you could put a clear engine cover on it, but the way that I've made this one is there's actually a rubber liner that goes across the top. Same thing that's on like your door seals and trunk seals. That way, whenever this is in, that trunk seal goes on, and then whenever the plexiglass goes on top of it, it actually creates an airtight seal. Same thing as what the factory does with the metal cover.
Got it.
And that's also going to help eliminate the dB noises and the engine transfer noises coming from the inside of the engine out. So the only thing I'm doing is basically just raising because basically instead of it being flat like this, I'm raising
come up
it.
a little, yep, like a platform.
Yep, raising the platform of it. Yeah, that's a good terminology.
Yep. And I know from the forums, a lot of guys will ask, why do people do the clear engine cover? Guys, it's just pure aesthetics. If you got a show car, or if you got a nice fancy intercooler, and I'm just referring to the turbocharged motors, because I know on the flat sixes, there's more to look at, but on a turbo, you just have the intercooler and the air box. There's a lot of things I could do. I could send out the air box to get that done in carbon fiber, and maybe there's a couple of things here and there I can do. You can swap out the intercooler for a polished one, and then put an LED lighting underneath to light everything up. It's just a cool added feature. And these can be done in so many different ways.
If you will, hand me the clear engine cover.
Oh damn, it feels heavy.
Well, yeah, it's thick.
Yeah.
I don't play around. And see, sort of like on this one, where I have all the different mounting holes, this is actually from doing PPF, which I learned that if you use Lexan...
Oh, you tried to put PPF?
Yeah, that is PPF. So it looks like crap. Like I said, this is just the test fit one of wasted money. I mean, this is R&D research right here. So
why would you use PPF? Is that just for an extra protection?
It is.
Okay.
So
Lexan... You're doing it on both sides or just one side?
Just the one side.
Okay.
I did it on the top side just for the fact of scratches, because it is still polycarbonate.
So that was your method behind that?
Yeah.
PPF. Okay, I never thought about that.
So we'll take this panel, slide it in.
This shows me exactly how I would have to do it once I
turn
get
it
from the back.
And it is notched out to fit. So once that's in, hand me the cover there. And this is actually my cover off of my car, so this will just give you an idea. I do have the extra spacers here, but like I said, this is just for your test fitting.
So guys, this is the exact pieces that I posted when Matt sent me that picture of what the rear would look like. This is his own design.
So right there is what yours would look like, just with the blue tartan. And we will throw some parts back on just for aesthetic reasons. So that would go on there.
Presses down just like as it should, huh?
Yep.
So
that would go on there.
So far, no issues, you guys. It looks like the 718 and the 981 are basically the same. We're just making sure there's no gaps. I mean, once everything is tightened down, but right now, just by looking at it, I mean, there's no gaps here, you guys. That's actually perfect. Dang, that looks really good.
And like I said, we'll just quickly throw it together.
Yep.
There are screw holes underneath the beauty cover that screws this to the brackets that I did make.
So nothing's gonna be bouncing around, you guys. Nothing's gonna be moving. Everything's gonna be a tight fit. Matt, that looks pretty badass, dude. LED lighting you think I should be going with all the blues?
That's
up to me now.
I would do blue. It sounds kind of police-ish, but blue and white.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would get like the double switch to where you could do blue lighting
just
and then do
back
the
and
whiting.
forth.
Yeah.
Now, should I just go ahead and do the whole underglow underneath too? I know you have it on yours.
I have it on mine, so you know.
Wait, you tied yours into it, right?
Yes. So my underglow is actually tied into my engine bay. So I think you actually have a picture of my engine bay and my underglow at the same time.
Yep. So I'll post a video or a picture of that, you guys. What do you guys think? This is actually fitted. We got all the pieces back in, and we just wanted to confirm if there's any gaps between the beauty boards and
the plastic.
All the plastic pieces. As you guys can see, it's super tight. So there's no gaps, there's nothing floating, you guys. Just in case you guys were wondering, this is the back side. As you guys can see, there's no gaps. It's touching completely.
No rattles is what we're going for.
Yep, no rattles, no noise. And as you guys can see, the way he cut this out, I think it actually fits well because it goes in contour with our air intake box. You notice how it's cut like this. So of course the beauty board goes that way too. With the 781 owners with the turbocharged, this is exactly what you guys will see as far as, some of you probably never seen what your engine looks like, but you got the intercooler here on the right and the air intake on the left. I may have my intake box sent out to get it done in carbon fiber.
I vote yes.
And Matt says yes, I agree. So that'll be something I'll do. I don't know if the hoses can be upgraded. I think they can. I've seen one guy at SEMA, he had all of his hoses replaced with stainless braided line. So I'm wondering, I know that's gotta be all custom. I don't think there's any kits out there. So I might have to reach out to him. He's from HKI Air Suspension. He's got I'll post his video of his Cayman at SEMA. I might have to reach out to him because he's also got a clear engine cover like this. A little bit different. I'll have to go back to the video and see what his looks like, but I know it's nothing like this. I want to say his is just all like polycarbonate and then maybe painted on the outside.
The reason why I did the beauty board, just for the fact of there are a couple of clear engine covers that people have done. What they'll do is they'll take this exact dimension where the plastic ring was, and they'll actually paint the outside of it or the underneath of it.
Right.
That way, because as you can see underneath it, you know, it's all the mounting brackets and all that, and you don't want to see that. So that's actually up to the owner's choice, you know, whether you'd want it to be painted or if you'd want it to have a beauty board. Me personally, I do like the beauty boards. The other thing that I can do, other than, you know, the tartan material, I actually do have OEM Porsche material as well that can be covered on top of it.
So if you guys want to do your carpet again, you can use carpet. If you wanted to change it to a different color carpet, you could probably do that. Or if you guys have any ideas of what you guys want to use for materials, just message me and then I'll message Matt and then we'll see what we can do. But pretty much you can do this part in anything you want then.
As long as it's material.
Yeah, even carbon fiber. I've even seen carbon fiber material. It's not carbon fiber, but it's got that look. Some people might want to do that. Or if you guys have something different in mind, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can take orders to see if there's any interest, if anybody wants to get these done. I mean, what do you guys think? There's so many people that want to be able to see their engine, even on a factory car where there is no modifications. You know, you don't have the crazy aero that we've done with the carbon fiber hood and the fenders and the roll cage, but you know, maybe there might be that one guy who just wants a nice clear engine cover just so he can see what his engine looks like. You know, that's something we can do for you, and then still keep it factory looking using, you know, just the factory carpet like this.
You know, one thing is a lot of people who actually don't ever take their car apart, and then whenever they do, they're like, holy cow, that was so dirty.
Yeah.
You know, this is for those OCD people who like, they can watch their dirt accumulate.
Yep, this is one way you guys can, you know, check and see if you need to clean your engine or not. Really guys, once I get mine back, I will set up an LED lighting underneath. I'm still thinking about doing actually the full underglow kit that goes under the car. But I need to figure out if I don't have the engine cover on at the same time to where maybe I have a separate switch. So like if I'm at a Cars and Coffee, I won't have the underglows underneath. It looks like Matt says I probably could do that, so we'll look into that. But what do you guys think? Matt's work completely speaks for himself. Look at the quality, you guys. I mean, I've seen custom work on pictures and videos, it looks awesome. And then when you see the guy's car in person, you're like, man, this car looks like shit. You know, from IG, they make things look really nice and everything. And then when you see it in person, you can tell he didn't put any time or effort. But on pictures, it looks good. But when you actually see it, I mean, if you look on the inside, how everything just kind of smooths, no wrinkles, no ripples, no nothing. It's just completely smooth. No jagged edges, you can tell it's just cut perfectly, you know, and then the way he lined the material down, it's all going in one direction. So tell me what you guys think. We're gonna keep continuing on here, but I wanted to show you that the 718 and the 981 platforms are identical. So here's proof. This came out of his 981 and we just fitted it to my 718 with no modifications. It fit just exactly how it should. You can see that platform piece that was added. It's all black. Is that, you didn't have to paint that, right? That's
nope,
got
no,
that
it's just black
textured look.
Yep, it's black ABS plastic that's already textured.
Dude, it looks good. It looks like it's factory, like it's supposed to be there. I don't know if you guys are picking that up on camera.
Where is my phone? And I could actually shine it. Do you have a flashlight?
There you guys.
And what that's doing is actually hiding all of the stuff that you would actually see if that wasn't there.
Yeah, if that wasn't there, you guys would see the firewall in the back.
And that's actually where you attach all of your LED lighting too.
Right.
And I've made the back beauty plate come out a little bit further. That way you can hide it underneath of it and it's not blinding to you up front or in the back.
Okay, got it.
So the beauty board is made a little smaller just so, you know, you can hide lighting and it don't have that, you know, direct LED light.
Right.
Because if you had that right here, you know, it literally, seat looking back, you've got an LED light in your rearview mirror from your engine. So it is underneath it, that way it does hide it better. Same way back here. You know, if it was right there.
Yeah, you'd see it.
Yep. So where if it's actually underneath of it, it does hide it a little better.
All right, guys, we're gonna keep, what else we got left? I think that was it, huh?
Yeah, that's it. What else were we tearing apart on your car?
I think that was it because you got my seats. You wanted to fit the
engine cover.
Engine cover. Oh, we gotta take the shift. Are you gonna be able to do the shift boot?
Yeah, here, let's show how that comes apart. All right, this also isn't for the faint of heart. You think you're gonna break it, but you're not. All right, so you're gonna actually just take this, pry this off, and that slides out. Same thing on this side, and it just slides out. You're gonna take this, I just didn't want to see it on camera.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing, these just literally pop up like this. Here's your shift boot off. Now, the trick to actually, for anyone wanting to get their PDK shift knob off, You look at it and you go, how does it come off? So if you will actually zoom in here, there is a little collar that's right here, right below the PDK. You're actually going to take that and twist it towards the passenger side, and you can see how it actually comes off like that.
It's off center now, you guys.
And then just literally slide up. There's your shift knob off, boot off. Literally take your knob, put it back on, and twist it back, and you're good to go. Reinstall everything. So we'll go back with the rubber gasket here. Pops right back on. Some people do pull down the glove box because there's actually a little tab here that you actually have to hook in.
Yep.
And then these actually just pop back on.
So same thing with the 981s, huh?
Exact same way. Now for some people, there is a mod that you can do. It's about 600 bucks. For anyone who likes the new GT4 RS or the 992 shift knobs that have the nice little yellow stitch, you know, yellow numbers on it with the Alcantara, you can buy that. I know SunCoastParts has it as a kit. And it's actually a really cool upgrade to do. You know, it upgrades the whole shift knob, makes it look, in my opinion, you know, more exotic.
Looks better than what I have, you guys, basically.
And just like that, we're done.
Simple as that, you guys. So I think that's it, huh, Matt?
Yeah. 2024 is going to be the year of change.
Right.
Great things coming 2024.
So you guys, because Matt was coming down, he had to borrow my fenders for the Amelia concourse that's coming up. Since I don't need them, they're just wall decor. It saved me a ton because he was able to pick up my seats. I was originally supposed to drive down to Tennessee
and drop them off. Well, we were going to meet in Louisville.
Yeah, we were going to meet down in Louisville.
Half and half.
Right. And that was the plan. We were going to do that in March.
But this worked out better.
But yeah, this actually worked out great because he reached out to me, said he needed to borrow my fenders, and we're like, well, he's at it. We could make a video, him showing me how to take out the seats, and we basically wanted to do this collab, which also helped because now we were able to see if the engine cover fits, which it does.
You were very hesitant about trying to do the engine cover because you're like, will it fit? Will it not fit? What if you make it and it doesn't fit mine? And so this helps out a lot.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys like the content, please consider subscribing, hit those post notifications. That way, every time I drop a video, you guys be notified. And if you guys have any questions or any comments, please post them below. Again, thanks for Matt for coming down from Tennessee. I'll post all his links description at the description below. And have a nice and blessed day, guys. See you later. Peace.